Okay. I can see what we got going on here. Garbage. Hello. I'm trying to drink some water and read about why the power company is trying to justify charging me more for power. Not that my power is that much, because I hardly live here. Interesting. I love when they do that. I think I've got 4 of those so far this year about power cost hikes. Which is interesting. And then maybe when some more people trickle in here, we could take a look at some computers that I'm thinking about buying. And because I don't know very much about computers, but I have been learning a little bit about computers. So we're going to see about possibly trying to see if anybody knows anything more than me about computers, which probably isn't hard to do, and see about getting some computers. Okay. Which should be, I think interesting. I hope interesting anyways, because then you guys can see how fucking stupid I am when it comes to computers. Good morning, Joe. How are you? And we got a new patron today, and he also likes Smellies. He was asking me about Smellies. And I was like, you came to the right place. I happen to know a thing or two about Smellies. There. Now the Discord can't get mad at me. I want some people trickle in, unless they're not going to trickle in. We'll see. We'll see how busy everyone is today. And we're going to try to eat today. We're going to try to eat for the first time in I think it's been 4 days. We're going to try to eat some food. So we're starting it off easy with oatmeal because I've lost so much weight. I'll die if that happens. My stomach's probably that big right now. So, but a lot of you have known how I've been pretty much burnt it out. We're going to eat together. Are you having oatmeal too, Michael? This will be my first food in 4 days. So my stomach's pretty small. So we're going to have some food today. We're going to eat some food. And then we're going to look at some computers, Michael. Do you know anything about computers, Michael? Because if you know anything at all, you know more than me about computers. But it's about time to be buying a new computer. And because my laptop, Cocoa, that's pretty much oatmeal. Oh, God. So, as you can see, I've been transferring all of my excess stress into my mustache. This mustache is 2 weeks old as of today. So, for those of you wondering, it grows a lot faster when I'm stressed, which is cool, I guess. It hasn't turned gray yet, like most of my hair. But hopefully some stuff starts to fucking even out here. I'm looking forward to, having tomorrow off because it's Labor Day. Good morning, Zachary. How are you? I'm making some broth over there. We're gonna be real easy on the food today. Real easy on the food. Because as you guys know, when I get stressed, one of the first things to go out the window is eating, which is probably not the smartest thing, but I just lose my appetite pretty bad. So we're going to try to eat today, and I wanted to do it on stream so you guys could make sure that I am eating. You can actually watch me do it and not just pretend like I'm telling you. So, well, here's the thing. Everybody knows an expert about computers and stuff. Well, this is be my first time I get Labor Day off, and it's because I work for a union. So if I work for the communists and they don't give me the fucking communism holiday off, I was going to be livid. So, because especially I took today off and I took yesterday off just because I wasn't feeling the greatest. So, but good morning, Thomas. But I figured we were gonna do some screen shares here, and I was gonna ask you guys some stuff about computers. And we're going to learn about some computers today. Because I got a pretty big budget for computers. So, but I don't know that much about computers. Like I've been learning how to tell the difference between like a good cooling system and a bad cooling system, and how strong of a cooling system would I need for what I need it to do, and stuff like that. And that's fair. If it's not a 120-year-old gun, I don't know anything about it. That's basically what it comes down to. I'm all about helmets and 100-year-old guns. That's where my knowledge drops off after that. Or if you guys want to learn how to set up a really nice garden for hobby farming so you could feed your family on a really efficient garden plot, I could do that. I'm pretty good at that type of stuff. I'm pretty good at real old man stuff. Like picture my knowledge ending when Queen Victoria died. That's like the hard cutoff right there. So, but I figure we could take a look. Take a look here. We could take a look at this. All right. So here we got this. This is a company that you can get a pretty decent PC from the stuff that I've learned for what's in my budget. So this would be about my budget right here, the X6. And with a couple upgrades, it would bring it up to about $2,000. So no idea on what necessarily would be good though, or what would you guys recommend? Like if we go to the build years tab, let's take a look here. Okay, Jesus Christ, tone it down. Processors. Okay, so that's the processor it wants to come with standard. I know this is a pretty good processor. It's kind of mid-range. Memory is okay. It's probably fine for me. I need it to do. Solid state drive, 1 terabyte. That's probably way more than I'll ever need. Graphics card, 8 gigabytes, kind of mid-range. I would like to get an Elgato capture card put into it, so that's where a lot of the extra price would come from. Right there. And because it would be something if I was going to get a PC built, I would put this into it anyways. And other than that, I think the only thing that I would really want to maybe upgrade is the processor. So, I really like Intel. So, and if I wanted to go for the big one, I could go for the i9, the 9-core processor. But I don't think I'll need that much. But that would mean my computer would last a really long time before I would need to upgrade something. Meta PCs. We'll take a look at them. How's that sound? We'll take a look at that. We'll go back to regular here, and then we will take a look at Meta PC. See if they got similar stuff for cheaper. Okay. So what's so good about Meta PC? Where did you learn about them from? What's so good about Meta PC, Urban? If you had to tell, well, they got a pretty cool website. I'll give them that. They have a pretty cool website. Okay, let's see what they got for desktops. Okay. I don't like how they don't have any prices right away or any like ranges. Full tower. I don't know if I need a full tower, but let's just start here. Okay. 12th gen. Take a look here. See what we got. Okay, we're already at $1,500 just for the bases. I don't need any lighting. NVIDIA makes a good graphics card. What kind of? That's the one they got. That's kind of low tier, actually. It's probably why it's so cheap. It's the lowest tier graphics card. Okay. For that price. i5 processor. They do go up to the i9 though. They have a better price on the i9 processor. I don't need that. An i7 is probably fine for me. Let's take a look at Asus Prime motherboard. Is that's an okay motherboard. About the same, about an 8 GB memory. Okay. Windows 10. Do they have Windows 11 as an option? They do. Look at that. I wouldn't need that, but why would you get Windows 10 when you could get Windows 11? 500 GB, okay. So I mean, I'm gonna have to add more for memory. 1 TB, $44 isn't so bad. I don't think I need a second large memory bank like that. Why do they have so many stuff? Capture cards. They have the Elgato as well. I like that. I would like that. I already have one of those. They're okay. So we're up to $1,800. So let's see here. If I go all the way back and I got do the i7 processor and the graphics card would need to be probably a little bit better than that. The 3070 was kind of about what I was looking for. So $2,500 right there. Under 1,000. I need this PC to do a lot, Michael. It's going to need to be a streaming computer, a gaming computer, editing computer. And it's going to be doing a lot of uploads and downloads. And I'm not the most technologically savvy person, but if we figure something out today, we could definitely buy a computer. That's fair. That is fair. And I'm looking to get a big PC tower like this that is easy for me to change parts out in. So that way I can just use the same body for quite a while and upgrade parts and pieces as I go. But have a pretty good thing to start, so I wouldn't have to touch it for 4 or 5 years, hopefully, at least. There you go. The M4055 is a very good helmet. And yes, hello, Femboy. So, but yeah, so I figured we could take a look at some computers today. I know just a little bit about computers because I've been reading about them in my off time for quite a long time, but that would be the price. Which isn't too bad. It's only about $400 more than the Zydax one. So what kind of PC do you have, Michael? If anyone else has any other good PCs, any good PC companies that they like, would like me to check out, I'm very open to doing that. I'm very open to learning more PCs, to exploring my options. I know a lot of you guys know a lot more than I do about all the technology and stuff. So you guys know a lot more than me. But if you guys ever want to build a smelly, I'm your guy. Just remember that. Just remember that. I'm your guy if you ever want to build a smelly. Exactly. That's why I wanted to get a full tower and stuff, is so that I can just keep using the same body and everything for a while. That's the goal. That was my thoughts exactly, Alexi. And I'm not the most technologically savvy person, but I can figure some stuff out if people sit down and work with me enough. I can put 2 and 2 together and get 4. Sometimes it just takes a little longer. And ABS Warrior, you're not the only one who's actually told me that. They actually sell those at Walmart as well. Okay, 480. Okay, 8GB DDR4. Okay, that's not too bad actually. Those parts that you have in that, you got it for under $1,000. That's not too bad actually. So, that's not too bad actually. Something to look at. See, now, until about 2 months ago, I did not know shit about computers either. But I am somebody that can absorb information pretty fucking quickly when it comes to doing new stuff. Like the next big purchase here after this computer is going to be a house. I can't tell you how much shit I've learned about inspecting a house and how much I've taught myself about wiring, plumbing, flooring, tiling, putting your own carpet in, painting, laying concrete, tons of other shit that I've been teaching myself because I want to get a house and I don't want to fucking live with anyone else unless you guys want to come visit. So unless Michael wants to move out of Idaho, he can come live with me. So I want to put in a pool. I'm going to do it all myself, probably even by hand. Like literally like laying the concrete, putting the thing in myself, like get a house in the burbs and put in a fucking pool, stuff like that. It'd be sweet. Build a deck, all other good stuff. Use my tools. So I'm hoping to have, if everything goes pretty right, by the end of the year, I could have $30,000 to go towards a down payment on a house. So, and at my current work rate, I can probably pay off a $350,000 house in about 6 years. So About 6 years is what it would take to pay off a $350,000 house. If I was alone, somebody was moving in with me or something, it would be probably significantly faster. So, just for reference. Yeah. Gonna be buying me a house hopefully soon. So, well, I wanted to buy a house with Paige, and we were talking about it for a long time, and I was living out of these hotels and real stressed out and like distracted and stuff, and she went and bought a house with some other guy. So now I gotta go buy a house myself. She bought a house with one of her other friends. So there you go, house goals. Bam. So I rake in the money, so I gotta just buy a house. So thinking like a nice 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom house. So like 2-car garage. Nothing fancy, you know. Nothing fancy. Just me trying to, do shit. Trying to be an adult and not hopefully work myself. Well, houses aren't necessarily cheap in Missouri or Illinois, but the cost of living is a little lower. So you got that going for you. But you can get a new built house here in Minnesota for around $300,000. So if you don't want something too heinously large, it's doable. So, and I got the money. I got that fucking money. Unfortunately, it's about the only thing I do got going for me. So, which is why I'm hoping we could shell out some money for a PC today, because I actually have to put something on my credit card that I can pay off for a little while to keep my credit rate really high. So I was going to buy a PC on my credit card. So, and go from there. So, then I could just, throw $500 a month at my credit card for a while. Houses are fucking hella expensive everywhere at the moment, outside of, Eastern Ukraine. Houses are pretty expensive. So, it's just about how it works. Just about how it works. So, but yeah, nobody's got any more PC stuff. We can go back and just hang out for a little bit. Try to eat a bit. How's life out there? Well, it cooled down finally. It's not 1,000 fucking degrees anymore, which is, something I'm fucking happy about. It's not 1,000 goddamn degrees, which is stellar. I was losing my fucking mind with how hot it was. So, and oh well, right? What do you do? Florida's terrible. You should get out of Florida. Florida's arguably the worst state in the union. So, arguably the worst state in the union. The only place that you might be able to argue is worse than Florida is Ohio. So, come move out to potato country? I mean, I could. How's housing prices and everything out there, Michael? Good. How's potato country out there? Well, yeah. Welcome to the United States. It's pretty easy to go insane here. At least they don't take care of you when you go insane here in the United States. You got that going for you. You're on your own there. So, you're on your own. Oh, there you go. I wish I had friends who were real estate agents. New Jersey's not the worst. It's not the best, but it's definitely not the worst. So, it's not the best, but it's definitely not the worst. So you can get a pretty good steal on a house. So they'll waive you your real estate fees and stuff, Michael. Is that what you're telling me? Which is good for you. Real estate fees are kind of pricey. And they'll find you some good deals. They probably know some people. Nope, California, all of California urban. No. I know what you're going for there, but anyone who doesn't know the joke he's saying, you should not move to California. California is awful. It's a terrible state, and all the people there are pretty rough. And it's a liberal paradise, and you can hardly own a gun, which is terrible. Everyone should be able to own a gun. This is America. Houses can be cheap in the United States. It just depends on the quality and size and location of the house you want. So, well, we don't really have free land here in America. Not anymore, anyways. Not anymore. Not even close. So, but what do you do? What do you do? And my harmonica should hopefully be here tomorrow. That's that's gonna be cool. We'll see. We'll see if Amazon works on Labor Day or not. We'll see. And then probably buy a PC to get that showing up here. So I think we should sell California and Florida. We can sell Florida back to Spain. I think if you're a US citizen, you should be able to own a gun. It is a right you are given, literally a right not to be infringed on the Bill of Rights. And just like you should be able to fucking say whatever you want, wherever you want, and express yourself any way you want, wherever you want, because America is a free country, but unfortunately you can't do that because we're only as free as they say you are. There's unfortunately caveats, despite the fact that they say there will be no caveats right on the damn sheet of paper. So, yeah, they're pretty good. But when I refer to California folks, I mean the people that make the decisions in California are the bad Californians. So so I also believe once you own your own property though, you shouldn't have to pay property taxes on it. Because it's fucking yours. You paid for it, didn't you? And the writers of the Constitution also didn't consider women fully human or people that didn't own property fully human. You couldn't do anything. So So, yeah, which means technically, as I do not have my own land in my own name, I technically, according to the founding fathers, would not be allowed to vote or have all of my rights. So, so, and you know what? That doesn't bother me at all, honestly. So, because it would just make people strive harder to own property and all this other good stuff. That's how it works. But I'm a firm believer in freedom and having the rights to do whatever the hell you want, and that's probably a little progressive of me. And some people think it's ultra conservative of me, but it says right there you should be able to own a gun. You should be able to talk whatever you want. It's fine. I love you too, Nigel. I love you all. You're all good people. Pretty much. So I like the way you think, Urban. We could get a lot of shit done if we went to that kind of policy. Service guaranteed citizenship. We could get a lot of shit done in this country if we made people, if we forced people into working for it. If there was incentive for you to do a public job, and whether it be paving roads for a few years or serving in the military or anything like that, to being a fucking paper filer at City Hall, um, I think you should get some extra stuff for that. You know what I mean? Until then, you don't get to vote. You don't get to do anything. Only the people that do that do their service, get to vote and stuff like that, which would make the conscription countries really, really good because they make everybody have service. I agree. Marriage shouldn't be a thing. You should just enter a domestic partnership. Why? I don't know why people get married anymore when Obama made domestic partnerships basically the same thing as marriage. You can enter a domestic partnership without getting married, and when you both start hating each other, you can go separate ways, but you get all the benefits of a marriage when you're in a domestic partnership without all of the fucking negatives. You know what I mean? Uh-oh. Well, I've kind of moved from when I moved to this country, I was pretty conservative. Okay. And then I felt like I fit more in with the libertarians. And now I feel like I'm more anarchist. That makes any sense. More of a let's burn it down and start over type person. You know what I mean? So, because I'm tired of this whole. They say you have freedom and you really don't. I'm tired of this whole only two party system where nothing ever gets done and both parties are 85% the same, but they weaponize the 15% against each other to be able to hide the fact that they're just getting richer and richer and making us all fight, you know, even though technically the government should be subservient to the people. It doesn't really feel that way anymore. And they're just in it for themselves until they can't anymore, or they make enough money and they bow out. And then the next person willing to play the game that they all select moves in to take their spot. And the cycle just continues over and over and over again. But the government should be horrified of the people, and I don't think they are. I don't think they are horrified of the people. The government was set up to be horrified of its people. The founding fathers intended us to rise up and destroy the government if we didn't like how they were doing stuff. And I feel like both sides don't like how the government is doing stuff in one way or another. So that's just my thing. I think we gotta burn it down and start over. Just my thought. Burn it down and start over. Or start voting in a lot of people that are literally poor nobodies. That's really what we gotta do. We gotta start. Well, the US isn't a democracy. I hate when people say the United States is a democracy. The United States has never been a democracy. The United States is a republic. So I don't have any food in this place really because I haven't been here. So, but I have no problems with cannibalism. So there's my food prep. As long as people keep making kids, I'm gonna keep having food when the end of the world happens. There's plenty of goddamn fucking people out there, that's for sure. That's my argument for why I want the world to be overpopulated. When the world truly does fucking end, it's going to be a lot of food around for people like me. But yeah, no, 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 no. It's not semantics. A republic and a democracy are very different things, incredibly different things, almost worlds apart. But to the republic for which it stands, then nothing ever mentions a democracy, actually, in the United States. Outside of third grade people teaching the children in brainwashing academy, they call schools here, who speak wrong and teach the Americans the wrong stuff. which happens a lot, unfortunately. And the only way you can fix it is if you go home and do your own homework. You have an unlimited resource right in front of you here in the form of the internet. So, so, well, I got pretty much everything I want in this life, that I can control, anyways, or a path to get it. So I just have to bide my time. The only things I really don't have is, I want to be the best husband and father at some point. It's been a dream of mine since I was like 10 fucking years old. Um, and we'll see how that plays out because that's not fully in my control. But we'll see how that one plays out. But yeah, so computer, and then you need a hug. Well, I wish I could give you a hug. A lot of people need a lot of hugs. I could use a hug right now too. But what do you do? I wish I could give you a hug. If you need it, and if it make you feel better, I'm all about it. So, what do you think? Define developed countries. You got to be a little bit more specific than that. Well, that's fair. Um, hey, even the 1% aren't happy. Money can't buy happiness. It can rent it though. Well, if you're going off that mongrel, a lot of poor countries actually have an average higher IQ because the dumb ones die off. So that's why there's a lot of smart people in Africa. They just don't have the resources to get anywhere. So you're fine, femboy. Don't worry, my family doesn't like me either. So it kind of fluctuates. You can get along just fine. Don't worry, I got you. I'm here for you, femboy. I'm here for a lot of people. I'm here for just about everyone that needs it within my power. So it's what you do when you're a saint. So that's because the Liberian Constitution was wrote by the United States. It was actually wrote by Thomas Jefferson himself, the same guy who wrote the US Constitution, actually. I believe. Or was it made? No, Liberia is the one after the Civil War. Thomas Jefferson helped write the French Constitution. So, you're very welcome, femboy. Really what, Nigel? Really what? You know what? What do you mean? I'm asking you because a lot has been said here, so you have to be a little bit more specific there. It's a good question, Nigel. Hello, Tom. Yeah, Mike B's got a lot on his plate. So he's got a lot on his plate. I really can't say more than that because it's up for him to tell you guys how much of the stuff that he's going through. I gotta work on trying to manage my stress a little better. Trying to communicate better about how I feel about stuff because normally I just let a lot of stuff go, and work on keeping my mouth shut. So those are some goals for me for the rest of the year to be a better person, hopefully by the end of it. So, hello. Well, that's pretty good. That's pretty good, femboy. Has it got like the cool badge and everything on it? I've been. I wouldn't say I have anxiety, but I've been. There's not much that I care about in this world, to be honest. Not much that I like actually. I care about a lot, but like when I say like care, I mean like willing to do just about anything. There's not much I care about in this world, but some of the stuff I do care about has been causing me a lot of grief lately. So nothing happened today. I haven't been at work the last 2 days. I called in the last 2 days because I haven't been feeling all the greatest. I haven't eaten in 4 days because I've been stressed out. So I'm just trying to get my mental, emotional, and physical health back into a good enough state here. I spent a lot of the last 9 months working 14 to 16 hours a day, 7 days a week, sleeping like crap, eating like crap, um, helping a lot of people that have been needing it because the world's not that great of a place, and being told I'm a piece of crap, and rather than people being thankful for me helping them or doing stuff, people nitpicking about all the stuff I couldn't manage to do, and things like that because I have to like live, obviously, like I have to like eat and try to do stuff. So, you know, so yeah, this is so I'm having a package of oatmeal. It is the first food I've had in 4 days. So I've managed to, drink a very little amount of water the last couple of days. So, Urban, you're all right. You're an all right guy. You're all right. You're all pretty good people. Well, hey, at least you're starting work, man. Hey, it happens. Everything will be okay eventually, or it'll kill me. One of the two. Either way, I'm not worried about it. So, either way, I'm not worried about it. It is what it is. So it is what it is. But could be a lot better. Could have been a lot better the last couple of months. But there's definitely been a lot more stressed about the handful of people I care about in my life giving me grief, than I would care to admit. It has probably significantly taken years off my life the last couple of months. Well, that's awesome, man. I appreciate it. I'll make sure it gets taken care of. I don't have any plans to, but I don't have any plans to. But getting some nice emotional support, every now and then. I go out of my way to check on people and ask how they're doing, a lot, and tell people I appreciate them. Give a lot of hugs for people I don't even know because I know it's what people need right now. So it'd be nice to get that back, to get told I'm appreciated, when I do something for somebody, you know, and things like that. Well, you never know. You may be able to still file for it. Um, you may still be able to file for it. I think there's a lot of different things that can count towards that bill. So you may still actually be able to file for it. So, and I'm all for this. As much as people seem to think that Joe Biden's doing something stupid, it's okay, Tom. Work's not so bad. I I work like 80 hours a week, so work's not so bad, man. You just kind of get in the swing of things. You go into like mindless zombie mode, and you just get it done. Try to get home, get back to the people and the stuff you care about. So, but I'm not upset with Joe Biden for forgiving student debt. Student debt is one of the few things in this world that's not able to be wrote off by banks and large companies and everything else like that. It's the one debt that can't go away. Actually, is student debt. So I'm all for it because if you default on like a home loan or something, the bank writes it off and the government pays them back for it. That money just goes away. Student debt um, doesn't do that. Student debt is one of the few debts that doesn't go away. Um, so, well, I appreciate you, Fimbo. I'm glad I could help. So I'm glad I could help. I'm glad I could help anyone at all. So, all right, take it easy, Tom. Hey, good luck on work. I'd like to hear about how your first day goes and everything. So hopefully it's all right and it's better than you expect. So right. Right. I live in the worst neighborhood in my city. So I see the police every day and they know who I am despite the fact I've never been arrested. So we do have friends. We're all friends here. We all get along. We do our best to take care of each other. That's what we got to do. So I'm a pretty big communist. I'm a believer in, friends should take care of each other and everything like that. And I help a lot of people do a lot of stuff. Um, Sometimes even at great expense to my health, as we're finding out today. As a lot of you are finding out today, the Discord has watched this downward spiral of my health for months. But we're finding out today that sometimes you can go too far, and you gotta call it what you will, pity party, whatever. But sometimes you can only hold your own pieces together for so long, and it's about where we're sitting right now. So I don't know if you guys can see it in my face, but my cheeks are rather sunk in now. Um, I'll spare you the graphic image of what my abdomen looks like after eating very little calories, way less than what I should have been for the last couple of months because I've been working so much. And when I'm not working, I'm helping people. But it's not pretty. So my ribs show, stuff like that. So humans do like their community. That's why we have cities, and that's why we have towns, and that's why we have families. So community is important. I'm always happy to help, man. So if you feel like I helped you out at all, and you want to pay it back, it also gets you into the Discord. As little as $1 a month. You could even only do $1 for 1 month if you wanted. It gets you into the Discord if you pay $1 on Patreon. So, and then you can send me all the pictures and ask me all the questions you want. So, if you have any more questions and stuff like that. I have no idea if a Nikon P1000 is a great camera or not. I could actually just look it up. I have a computer in front of me. see here. A Nikon P1000, right? Let's take a look at what a Nikon. Oh, holy fuck, dude, that's an expensive fucking camera. They're all like they're $1,000 fucking dollars. Jesus H fucking Christ. God damn. I just, I just do my best to help people where I can because it's the right thing to do. The community, my friends, my family, you guys here on YouTube, um, my commenters, my Patreons, all that other good stuff. I do my best to help people where I can, but sometimes, as humans, we're not perfect, and I fall short just like everyone else. So, fucking Nikon P1000 though. What's so good about the Nikon P1000? Because I don't know anything about cameras. It's a bridge camera. Came out in 2018. It was $1,000. Okay. It's pretty fucking pricey camera. That's what that is. Microphone. I have a pretty good microphone. So, like, obviously, spending the money on the PC is going to be a lot, but then I would obviously have to have a mouse, but I'd have to get a keyboard and a monitor, but I can get those things cheap, and I have a microphone already in anticipation for getting the computer and stuff. So that would be pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. So that's a fucking pricey camera. It's a real fucking pricey camera. And then I should probably try to tomorrow because I have tomorrow off to start film a new video because then I have to upload it and then download it and then convert it and edit it and then upload it to YouTube. I mean, that's just how it works. Welcome to humanity. That's my thoughts. Sometimes we don't need to even get to limited lands of resources. Sometimes human just like shiny, or sometimes human like a do a murder. That's just how human is. Sometimes human just like a do a murder. That's how it works. Exactly. Humans like a shiny. Hello. Do you know anything about computers? I feel like you might know some stuff about computers. I'm having some broth here too because I'm trying to like get some kind of calories in me. Good old computers. Okay. Let's see here what I can do. Okay. So. Let's see here. Chrome tab. That one. This was suggested to me a little earlier. I don't know if you know anything about this company or not, but let's take a look at what was I doing before? Full tower. Okay. Is there anything that you specifically recommend? If you look at all this stuff, what would you recommend be a little bit more? And one of the things that needs to be on there is I want one of those. I mean, he should have put his orange vest on, Femboy. Conflict doesn't necessarily. Opinion on the CLLE rifle. I mean, is there a good reason why they're not for sale in the? For sale in the United States? Because I think they are. They're just kind of hard to find. So I've seen some of the like Mark 1s show up, which would be before the Charger loading Lee Enfield. But they do turn up. They're just very expensive. There's not as many of them because they kind of got pushed off to the colonies and I think just like used into oblivion. So okay. Okay, perfect. So I could save some money there. So that's good. So is that a decent graphics card? Yeah, so 16 gigabytes of RAM. It's actually two 8 gigabyte things. Would it be better to get one that is all? So that would be fine. The two 8 gigabytes would be fine. I could always upgrade these later, right? I did want to have a little bit better processor to hopefully get a little bit more life out of it. So, but whatever you would recommend. And I wanted to have Windows 11. Because it's free, why not? So we could do a terabyte for 44 bucks more. And that should last me for a very fucking long time. So whatever you think I would recommend, you would recommend changing and stuff like that. Damn. Well, it's whatever you guys would think I would need to upgrade or do. Just a little bit. I don't need any fucking lighting. That's stupid. Graphics card. Is that a good enough graphics card? Or should I get a better graphics card? And I don't know. I haven't looked at anything about cooling yet, so. But it comes with one that isn't even on here. These are the three options that are upgrades because it's the 240EX it comes with, and this is the 280EX. Perfect. Well, maybe we got ourselves a thing here after this. Vodka cooling. Like, I don't think I want to do that. Besides, it's a waste of vodka. And since alcohol boils at a substantially lower rate than water, it's probably not the best. Because you want something that boils at a pretty high rate to keep it cool. So, just saying. But I mean, he did it for the memes mostly. But so the price on that one is $2,094. Right there. I suppose I could always replace stuff later, right? Oh, and I could pick what color I want it to be. Well, it's obviously going to be black. Oh, no. Oh, no. I don't even have the stomach to drink right now, so I don't know what sounds better. I have all of that up there, and I have absolutely fucking no desire to drink. It'll just hurt my stomach. So I'm pretty much full, and I've had half a glass of water, like half a cup of beef stock, and like 6 spoonfuls of oatmeal. I'm pretty full. Pretty damn full. There you go. The Tupolev 22. There you go. True. True. I don't know that much about planes, but I do know some stuff about thermodynamics. So, I mean, that sounds like something Russians would do if there's fucking ethanol, which they should have used methanol if they didn't want the crew to drink it, because it's actually a little bit easier to get methanol than it is to get ethanol, which is like people who have got into like over COVID, a lot of people got into like distilling stuff themselves and they don't know you're supposed to throw away the first little bit of like the first amount of like alcohol that comes out of the still because it's not ethanol, it's methanol, and it'll like make you go fucking blind and shit because it's poisonous. And so that's what they should have done. They should have used methanol water mixture to keep the crew from drinking it. Oh gosh, that's funny. That's funny though. Oh boy, that's definitely something Russian pilots would do. Let's drink the fucking coolant because it's made out of boobs. Oh gosh, that sounds about right. God damn. People want to get drunk, that's for sure. Not today. I'm not drinking. Not for a while probably. Not for a while probably. Depends. There's a lot of factors, Mongrel. There's a lot of factors. A lot of factors. Well, I suppose I should pay my power bill too. It's due in about 20 days. 50 whole dollars in power I used. $50.73 actually. I'll throw like $100 at him. They were telling me my power is going to get more expensive. It's like the 4th time this year that they've sent out a thing that power's getting more expensive. So it's a lot. My connection fee is $5. No matter what, my power bill has to be a minimum of $5 because that's like the service fee. But yeah, to be fair, I live within um 30 miles of the two largest power plants in the state, so it doesn't take much to get power to me. Internet, on the other hand, really sucks around here. Man, you guys got to move. You guys can all come up here and live with Devin. I'll buy a house and you guys can pay me below average rent. Below average rent. Just get ready for winter. It's coming fucking fast. It's coming real fucking fast. Well, yeah, because people don't know how to drive in Florida. Even I know that. I've only been to Florida a handful of times. That state sucks. It's sinking to the ocean already. If you want to move, femboy, you're more than welcome. More than welcome. As long as you can pay your rent, I got no problems. No, it'll be here pretty fucking quick. It went from being 70 degrees overnight here 2 days ago to last night because I sleep so shitty. I got up at like 11 p.m. and it was 42. It gets pretty fucking cold here pretty fucking fast. It's gonna be pretty cool most of the week. Highs are like the low 70s, lows in the 40s. So that's only 8 degrees away from snow. So we're only 8 degrees away from snow. Wow, sounds about right. Apartments are the way to go though. Right now, there's so many apartments um, being built, and all of the apartments will be full in the new building when the company just starts breaking ground on building the apartment building. By the time they start building the apartment building, all of the apartments that it will contain will already be full. There you go. There you go. Well, good. We got a lot of wildlife preserves up here, Femboy. A lot of them. The park that I like to go walking in with Paige and stuff like that is a pretty big nature preserve, actually. So, yeah, eating's eating. Well, thankfully, you got a whole forest there. Good. Good. Wood is a renewable resource. It's a very renewable resource. So, but I think we're getting near the end of the stream here. I gotta go take a rest. I have been using a lot of energy today that I don't have because I haven't been eating. So I need to relax a bit and try to do some cleaning at some point today. So there's about 4 months worth of clutter and garbage and stuff that I need to try to take care of. So, unfortunately. Alrighty, everybody. Well, hopefully, new PC soon. That would be pretty fucking slick. Oh, don't worry. I'll be back eventually. So, I appreciate it, Femboy. Hugs for everybody. You're all good people, for the most part. So, you're all good people. Better times are ahead. I'll make it through, I hope. So, Paige is looking after me, and I fucking love her to death. She's checking up on me and all the other good stuff. So, hopefully, there's some light here at the end of the tunnel. I'm looking around. That's why I wanted to get your guys' suggestions on this. That's why I wanted to do the streams for one, you guys could physically see that I'm eating and drinking, and then you guys could give me some pointers on what to get for a PC. So I think we got some stuff figured out. So all right, everybody. Well, I appreciate each and every one of you for stopping by. It's good to talk to you guys and let you guys kind of know how I'm doing, because I'm really bad about letting people know how I'm doing. So I appreciate you guys for checking up on me. So, and hopefully I can see all of you here in the future. Bye-bye now.